Welcome to The Pod, a podcast for women in healthcare leadership, a heartfelt space where women executives in healthcare and their allies unite to support and uplift each other with personal stories that inspire positive change, nurture optimistic mindsets, and celebrate diverse perspectives. I'm your host, Dr. Kristen Woods. Hi, I'm Kristen Woods, the founder and host of The Pod, a podcast for women leaders in healthcare. Welcome to Season 2. As I began to prepare for Season 2 of The Pod, I was filled with profound gratitude for the incredible journey that Season 1 has been. What began as a leap of faith, choosing my heart over my mind, and courage over perfection, has evolved into something far more meaningful than I ever imagined. Season 1 taught me that sometimes starting is infinitely more important than perfection. Each conversation, each story shared, each moment of vulnerability from our guests has been a masterclass in authentic leadership. I learned that I don't have to do it all, and more importantly, I can't do it all. This journey has been beautifully collaborative with incredible support from Christian Nunez at Soundscapes, whose editing expertise and creative insights have elevated every episode. But perhaps the most important lesson has been learning to follow my heart, not just my mind. Our minds can act like brakes, introducing fear where our hearts would choose courage. When we lead from the heart, we find the strength to pursue our deepest purposes, and that's exactly what every guest in Season 1 exemplified. Across 10 powerful episodes, certain themes emerged like golden threads weaved through each conversation. First, the power of authentic leadership. From Sean Raleigh's journey from medical assistant to healthcare executive, to Dr. Zainab Abdurrahman's trailblazing work in equity and inclusion. Our guests showed us that authenticity isn't just nice to have, it's essential for creating meaningful change. 2, embracing vulnerability as strength. Whether it was Dr. Kathy Falds discussing the emotional toll of caregiving or Gina Griffin sharing how true leadership is 100% about people, our conversations revealed that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's the foundation of trust and transformation. 3, compassion as strategy. Darlene Cunha's moving story of her patient Gus reminded us that compassion doesn't take time. It's your presence. It's how you show up in those micro moments. And Laura Kirk reinforced this, showing us how active listening and an empathetic presence create the deeper connections that heal not just patients, but entire healthcare systems. 4, the long game of change. Emily Brower's powerful message that changing healthcare is a long, hard game worth playing resonated throughout multiple episodes. Our guests consistently emphasize that sustainable transformation happens when leaders embrace tension, stay the course, and never give up on the vision of better care. 5, diversity as innovation. From Dr. Shruti Jolly's work on diversity in clinical trials to Dr. Paul Wood's insights on search image and unconscious bias, Season 1 illuminated how inclusive leadership isn't just morally right, it's strategically essential for innovation and progress. 6, the heart of healthcare leadership. What struck me most profoundly was how every guest, regardless of their specific role or specialty, understood that healthcare is fundamentally about human connection. Whether discussing precision medicine, organizational transformation, or population health, the conversation always returned to the same truth. We are in the business of caring for people, and that starts with caring for each other. These leaders showed us that thriving in healthcare begins at home with self-care, authentic relationships, and the courage to be vulnerable. They demonstrated that the most powerful leadership tool isn't a strategy or a system. It's presence, compassion, and the willingness to create environments where everyone can thrive. As we look ahead into season 2, I think you're going to see even more inspiration. I'm incredibly excited about the remarkable leaders we'll be featuring. Get ready for transformative conversations with none other than Helen Angus, CEO of AMS Healthcare and former Deputy Minister at the Ontario Ministry of Health. She'll share insights on executive leadership at the highest levels, including how to lead when you're not the subject matter expert. Rebecca Apple, she's an ethics professor from Carnegie Mellon, where she's also the director of the Masters in Medical Management program. She'll bring perspectives on expectations, aspirations, and compassion, as well as closing the gender pay gap. Tanya Lush is the Director of Learning and Development for Physicians in the Nova Scotia Health Authority. And she offers wisdom on physician leadership growth and holistic wellness. And then Dr. Carrie Bernard, family physician and president of the College of Family Physicians of Canada, shares her insights on servant leadership as a philosophy and foundation for navigating tension with authenticity. And Dr. Katie Schneider is a hospitalist and medical director for wellness at St. Luke's Hospital in Boise, Idaho. She's going to share her experiences in choosing to lead. Each of these leaders brings unique perspectives, but I know they'll continue the themes that made season 1 so powerful: authentic leadership, compassionate care, and the unwavering commitment to making healthcare more equitable and effective for everyone. This podcast has always been a labor of love, not just for me, but for every guest who has shared their story, every listener who has found inspiration in these conversations, and everyone working to make healthcare more human. Season 1 reminded us that leadership isn't a destination, it's a journey of continuous growth, learning, and connection. As we embark on season 2, I'm carrying forward everything we learned: the importance of following our hearts, the power of authentic vulnerability, the strategic necessity of compassion, and the unwavering belief that when we lead with both courage and empathy, we can transform not just healthcare systems, but the very experience of healing itself. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Season 2 promises to be even more inspiring, more transformative, and more essential for anyone who believes that healthcare leadership is ultimately about serving the human heart. This journey continues, and I couldn't be more excited to share it with you. Thank you for listening to today's episode of the pod. I invite you to join our pod every month as we empower one another, fostering a world where women in healthcare leadership thrive.